everybody doing tonight? Let's see who's here. Oh, I could take this music off now, probably. What are we doing? Live scene. Monitor. That should change for you guys in a second. What's up, Lego? Ren? Who else is here so far? I saw a few. There's a couple. I tagged the Discord just to see. And somebody else's phone is going off over here. This is a wonderful way to start it. Okay. My brother's calling for his niece, so that was that. Anyway, we'll give it a little bit. So what we are doing today is merging NPC mods. And what I mean by this is I have my mod organizer 2 up here, okay? And I have Windsong highlighted right here, okay? I have my hair mods up here. The hair mods are needed for a lot of the NPCs in the game. 2 in particular, Apache and KS hairs. Okay, so there are several mods within each. So Apache hair SSC has the main mod, which I have here at priority 225. Then it also has your female, your male, and the wigs, which I believe are optional, but I always throw them in. It's a small file. Okay. Now, Apache itself is an ESM. So is the female, so is the males. The wigs is not. The wigs will follow right in your loader as you keep it. So right under that, I have KS hairs. KS SSC has been broken up into both female hairs and male in the main file, so you have to grab both of those. And what I'm also running with them is the wind and salt textures for Apache and for KS hairs. Apache has 2, one for the males, one for the females up here. KS has salt and wind rough for both the main mods right there. This one does it for both of them. So you only need one. So back here to Windsong. Okay, Windsong's the base. Hey Tim. So what we're attempting to do is, if I open up my Nordic guide here, okay, we'll go back up to the NPC makeover here, and they give you quite a lot of options to choose from, right? So if you're following this, I have the Ash guide up over here as well, right? Windsong, all in one, right? I have Yashed up there and all in one for Nordic, okay? If you'll go down the guides, you'll read, well, the first section here is for the men. The men don't have nearly as many overhauls as the females. So, for example, Men of Winter. This one overhauls 29 men to a very high standard, includes its own body and textures. There isn't a nude option, so they'll be wearing pants, etc., etc., blah, blah, blah. And then it says, warning, hide the plugin. You want only the meshes and textures, okay? So, males for Nordics, I ignore this one. Don't worry about it because this will all be replaced by Wicco. The ladies, on the other hand, however, they have a lot. They have quite a bit. See all these here? They have everything. Women get the best of the best, as it usually is for games like this. So, metal sabers, beautiful orcs, fresh faces. At least half the NPCs included are also covered by the Bajin series. It gives you a faux mod installer. This is for fresh faces, right? Ordinary women. This does appearance of 60 women, and none of the ones edits are edited by the Bajin. which is down a little bit low. Fourth one here, improved bards. All the bards of the game look gorgeous, including the males. So this is for the males too, I guess, right? Download the second main file, which I did. Okay. Then you have the Pandorables mods. One for Dawnguard specifically, one for the main file, right? Appearance of over 20 women. None of it edits the Bajin series. Then you have Bajin War Maidens, NPCs, and Wives, which you take the first mod of each. I'm not going to show you how to download it. I'll do one. We'll go off of, where does it say here? We'll do one of the Bajin ones, because the Bajin ones can be kind of tricky to see. So let me open Bajin NPCs, right? So you go to the page here. See, there's just 5 files here. Main file, Bajin NPCs SE 1.2.1, and then optional. This is the Bajin all-in-one SE. But as you can see, this is a merged ESP of War Maidens, Wives, and NPCs. But you see the 39 kilobytes to 151 megabytes. You only need the first mod. So let's go back to my mod organizer. I have Windsong. I have the Men of Winter. Then Metal Sabers, Fresh Faces, Ordinary Women, Improved Bards, Pandorables, Dawnguard. And then the 3 Bajins, War Maidens, NPCs, and Wives. And finally, Serranaholic, which also includes the Valerica mod. Aesthetic Elves, Skyside Skins. Don't worry about these. These come afterwards. What I'm attempting to do is merge everything from Windsong right down to Valerica into one. As you'll see, I have 133 active ESP files in the right side here. Let me see here. 7 ESLs, 11 ESMs. Yeah, total 133. That's accurate. Okay. So, a couple things you're going to need. One is Cathedral. Let me see here. This is the Assets Optimizer. Don't mind that the icons are a little awkward. For some reason, it's like that. On my PC, the last couple of days, it's been odd. Mod Organizer finally has its icon back, which I'm happy about. So let's go to the Ash Guide. You're also going to need the Wicco cleanup script. If you don't know what this is, open this up. You're going to need the stripped BSA for default settings. You manually download this. It has a mod manager download, but you want to manually download this, okay? It's almost 70 megabytes. This is good only for Wicco. Okay? So basically what it says for Windsong, you have to do a couple things first. It took me, trust me, it took me a long time to even sort of grasp this. I had a lot of help from Brewster on this one. And if he winds up in the stream, I'm probably going to ask him again because I'm still not 100% with this. But we're going to try it. You guys are going to get to watch me mess up, which is great. And this is how learning is done. Okay? So I already did this in the foam mod. I chose custom. I didn't take anything, all the default options, with the exception of the Witcher gear, which doesn't have any effect on what I'm going to do. It's just an option with Windsong main. It gives you that Geralt gear. So then what you're going to do is go to your file tree, delete everything except for immersive character BSA. So let me minimize this a tiny bit. If we go to the file tree, I have some things hidden. So immersive character BSA is this top one here. The BSLs you don't need. I just have them hidden for now, just to show you. Immersive people BSA. The BSLs you don't need. I have this one hidden. The readme text I'm going to get rid of, and the Witcher gears BSA. I'm going to leave this because I do want the Wild Hunt gear. Okay. So first things first, the BSLs can get deleted. Immersive people BSA can get deleted. You want the ESP files and immersive characters BSA. Okay, I'm going to close this down right now because I am going to refer back to the Yash guide often doing this. The Witgo cleanup skip I have down here in the corner, so I'm going to minimize this a little bit. And I'm going to obviously play around with my headphones a little bit. We're going to use 7-zip to extract, right? So right here, Witgo immersive people BSA. Okay, we're going to minimize this for just a second. This is going to be down here. So I have my win song. I found this in users, my name, app data local, mod organizer, Skyrim special edition, my mods tab. All right, my mods tab here is where all my mods are stored. I found Winsong and I opened it up. Okay, so let me refer back to Yashed again. Okay, extract to strip BSA for default settings. File you download from the cleanup script emerge. That's what I have here. Okay, that's the one that's in this folder. Simply extract it to your desktop, which I did. That's this folder here. Okay. You have the immersive people BSA. Put it in the Witgo mod folder. Open it in Explorer. Now you could do that one of two ways, and I'll open it in Explorer to show you how it's done. Go back to mod organizer. Here's the file tree. So you see how we have everything here. We want to open this in Explorer, which is the same pathing as what I just showed you. Okay. As right here. Oops. Open that in Explorer again. So we're going to take the immersive people BSA, plop it right in. So we want this BSA, characters BSA, and character people ESPs. The Wild Hunt gear I'm going to leave alone, and you'll see why. Okay. So I'm going to minimize this for just a second. Now you can see here character BSA, people BSA, character ESP, people ESP. I'm going to close this out. And I'm going to open this, and I'm going to go delete the cleanup script. We do not need this. So step 5 here. At the end, unpack both BSA files via Assets Optimizer. You can delete the BSAs. You can delete BS or .bsa after extraction to save some space, and I'll show you what that is. So this was Cathedral Optimizer. It's on my desktop. However, it needs to be run from MO2. It's not here, right? Well, gotta go find it. So we need to add a new one. It's Cathedral Assets Optimizer, CAO. Now this one's on my desktop, but I'm going to try and locate it in Mod Tools. Right, that's where I keep it. This PC, so it's on my local disk C, my Mod Tools folder. Assets Optimizer. Cathedral Assets Optimizer.exe. Highlight it, click Open. And then I like to use the applications icon for shortcut. We're going to hit Apply. That will add it into my Executables tab at the very bottom here. We're going to run it, okay? This is the part that I usually mess up on. So, you can see here, C users, my name, app data local, mod organizer. So, we have to extract the BSA. This is the part that always throws me off. Let me just move this over here. My screen's going to be a little bit cluttered. I apologize for that. It happens. Unpack both BSA files via, okay. So since it's already in there, I should just be able to run this. And it's under one mod, so. You want to choose Skyrim Special Edition. This does support other games. follow New Vegas, follow 3, follow 4. Special distance TS5, I would assume is LE. I don't know. Never tried it. We're going to run this. It's going to work on the bottom, hopefully. There it goes. Extracting BSAs. Seems more complicated than it is. It's still complicated to me, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's going to do a couple things. I probably should have did it before and after, what my NPCs look like. We don't have to activate this yet. Okay, so this is finished. So let's go down to the bottom here. This is all the body stuff. These are extra things you could have in. I stick to just NPC overhauls. The skin textures, the eyes, the hair, beards, brows, stuff like that. That's all separate. Okay. All right. Back to the top here. Close it out, and then we'll open Mod Organizer again. Double click on Windsong and open the file tree. Now you'll see several new things. The BSA.backup, BAK. I had no idea what that was either. I had to ask Rooster. Okay. Don't need these. There's 1, 2, and there is 3. There is one for the Wild Hunt gear. So, need the ESPs. Delete the backup. I'm going to keep the Wild Hunt gears backup, but you can see meshes, right? The gear right here, and the same thing with the textures, actors, character, and then it's got all the information that you have loaded from Wiko. It's the cleanup script. So let me reference Schlong's Skyrim. Nope, I'm just kidding. Go back here. You can also delete the BSA. You need to hide meshes, armor, meshes clothes, meshes DLC. Hiding them is a little bit easier than deleting them. So hide meshes armor, you right click, hide, close, right click, hide, DLC, right click, and hide. Close that up. That part should be done. Now, let me see. The other program you're going to need is Z-Edit. Let me see if I have a Z-Edit link anywhere. I should. Under preparation, basic tools. I think it's under basic tools. SSC edit. Nope. Should be here. I think I saw it here before. Yeah, right here. So Z edit. Open this link just to show you where to get it. So this one's on GitHub. Okay. When you click on the link, it'll automatically direct you right here. You are going to go to assets under the first where it says alpha release version 0.6.4. The Z-Edit portable x64 7-zip archive. You're going to grab this one. Now I already have it installed. You're going to want to manually add it to Mod Organizer the same way that you add any other executable. Up to edit, or you can go to your modify executables icon, and you're going to put in the title. You're going to hit plus to add new. You're going to put in the title. So in my case, Z-Edit is in my mods tools folder. It's going to be the Z-Edit portable x64.exe. Okay, so I already have it there. you have to make sure zedit is configured first of all. This is where, uh, and I was stubborn about this. You can ask Rooster. I was stubborn about reading some things on the Yash guide. Um, there's a lot of great information in here when it comes to setting things up. This is one of them. This is one of the reasons why the first probably 2 to 3 times I couldn't get it. Was because my headphones keep shutting off. No, it's because I didn't have this configured. So zedit, we already have it, right? So zedit configuration, you need to configure your zedit show. So you run it via Mod Organizer 2, click the cog icon, which is going to be right here. They even highlight it for you too, right? This is special edition. Normal Skyrim's going to give you a different one. Start session, right? So you have to make sure the game path is correct. If yes, click close. If no, change the path correct to the correct one, and then click close. Okay. So a zedit new session is going to look like this. This is special edition right here. Legendary edition is going to be the black and white icon. This is going to be the multicolored icon. Make sure the pathing is proper. If it's not, or it looks off to you, there are folder tabs here, which are basically binary selections. Okay. File paths, I guess, is probably a better way to say it. Okay. Once you make sure the path is correct, you're going to click close. So I'm going to default back to this. I'm going to leave this up as best I can. Yeah, Ren, GitHub, like it's confusing to me too. There's a lot of stuff there, and my eyes aren't really as good as they used to be for picking out details. Even still, I mean, there's a ton of great assets on there, right? So I'm gonna run zedit. Does the same thing, you know. So you want to click the cog icon just to be sure, right? So you see this one here, this one here. We can close this. We don't need to add a default profile Skyrim Special Edition, right? We're going to close this out. So this is here now. Up here, this is going to turn to zmerge. I'm going to leave this up here for a reason. Let's go back to the Yash guide. Okay. Make sure your gamepad is correct. Click close. So zmerge configuration, you need to configure your zmerge. You saw how here zedit, zclean, zmerge. There are 3. Okay. We'll leave it on zedit for now. Show this. Switch to zmerge in the dropdown. Click Start Session. Click the cog in the top right. It will open the Settings tab. You can basically change them to night. There's a bunch of other core integration settings. But you're going to want to make sure all this is right. We're going to do that now. So we're going to go to zmerge. Oh, let me close that down. Wrong one. Zmerge start session. Okay. So mine's all correct. I already have this set up. You can switch this from night to day to make it a little bit more visible. I like the night setting. I'm going to leave it on that. Integration. Mod Manager, Mod Organizer 2, supports original MO, supports Vortex, supports NMM. Okay, we want MO2, so we're going to leave it. Mod Instances is portable. Okay. Manager path is where organizer is stored. Mods path, okay. Merge settings. You don't really have to, you could say disable. This will auto disable plugins, but we're not really going to be concerned with all this yet. I'm going to X out of here. Okay. So it says status ready to be built. Last build, because I did do another one on October 12th. This is the time, 8:03 p.m. my time, right? This will go away, and I'll show you how to do this. Okay. So, reference back here. You're basically going to build your merge. So, ready to be built. We're going to go click on this green icon, Create Merge. Okay, now it's going to bring up a tiny little thing here. It's going to say New Merge, you get to name it. So I'm going to name mine NPC Merge Patch. And you'll see the file name underneath it, .esp. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to underscore to keep everything uniform. So npc underscore merge underscore patch. So you can see here in the file name, it looks a little cleaner. Merge method, you're going to want to select clean, merge down, improved. Okay. Don't hit OK yet. Go to where it says plugins. Okay. This brings up all of your plugin files from your masters, right? Even though unofficial patch is a master, it's technically an ESP, but it's treated as a master, right? Everything down here, everything I have downloaded right now, right up to alternate start at the bottom and landscape fixes, right? But we only care about the NPC mods, right? That's what we're trying to do here. So what I want is everything from Windsong to Valerica. So I'm going to select this one, this one. The Wild Hunt gears I'm going to leave off. That's separate, okay? We want Men of Winter, right? Metal Sabers, Beautiful Orcs. We want Fresh Faces, Legendary. We want the Ordinary Women. We want Improved Bards all in one. We want both the Pandora Bowls mods, right? We want all 3 Bajin mods. And we also want Serana and Valerica. These are Seranaholic mods. Specifically 1.8.2 for Serana, 1.7.2 or 3 for Valerica. Valerica's file is the only one on that particular page. Serana, because it's the one that was recommended, I don't know if the other ones work with it. I took it because I didn't want to really fuck things up too much. That's basically how it is. She does look good. So let me see here. Let me see. Click OK. So this will say NPC merge patch. The last build never, because we didn't build it yet. Now this is the old one here. Okay, I'm going to delete this out because this is no good to me anymore. I don't have it in my load order. I don't have this patch file saved in my, let me see here. Let's get rid of Wicco. I don't have it saved in C users, my name, app data, local, mod organizer, Skyrim SE, mods. So it would be NPC merge patch, right? So if I go to look for this under N, where does N start? N starts right here. It ends here. There's nothing here. Okay. This top one we can delete. Good. Okay. So this one here, ready to be built. Gives you all the plugins you're using currently. Gives you the data folder. Everything here. This is all linked where it's at. Okay. We're going to select build up top here. You're going to let it work. You're going to let it do its thing. Okay. So if I go back and I reference stuff up, it's because I'm semi-prepared. You guys know me. I'm not always 100% prepared with these things. Plus, I don't know everything. If I was, go for somebody else, I'd be, 4,000 times prepared, and this video probably would have been over by now. Anyway, one merge built successfully, all done. You can show the log, but I don't need to. You can exit out of here. You can exit out of here. Let's bring back up mod organizer. Now we see files in your overwrite directory. Okay. These are zedit backups. Okay. Don't worry about those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see there's nothing else here. If I click on this, there's no files in here. There's nothing. Okay. Click up here to your tools, open options list, hit refresh. You'll notice here in the bottom left-hand corner, NPC merge patch has populated. You'll also notice in the right hand in the plugin section here, everything that we checked in Z-Edit is now unticked. You'll also notice my active plugins is sorry, as my headphones go off yet again. You'll notice my active plugins have gone down to 119 total, right? So 119, 120, 121, 122, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. It would have been at 133. That's what we started with. We're down to 119. What I'm going to do, and this is what you're going to do with these NPC merge patch mods, you can enable them. These stay disabled. Okay. And this here, that Z-Edit backups, we just delete that out. We don't need it. Gone. So this is nice and clean. Your mod list is nice and clean. Your ESPs, now see how this NPC merge patch.esp, you are going to add another one, so it bumps it back to 120, but 120 is better than 133. These can stay here. They're not taking up any priorities. Goes from 66 because it's the Wild Hunt gear. This is active, right? 65, 66, right down here to 67, which is Aesthetic Elisif, which, by the way, is an amazing mod for Elisif. She looks gorgeous. Now, with these mods, these are going to, you're going to have to put a little note here for yourself, right here in the notes, okay? Place almost on very bottom of both left and, wow, NAD, right panes. Can't type. They need to be low on both sides here, okay? So that means above your finished generated content, if you are using it, and above your LOD mods, if you create them. If you don't, this one should be one of your last ones created. So right now, I could actually place this above alternate start. I want it above alternate start. Everything else should be pretty good. We are going to give this test to see. I'm going to run loot really quickly. I don't think I should have any errors. I'm not going to sort with it like I messaged the other day. Yep, we have 3 warnings. So these are just because they're from patch files I don't have. Patches for Legacy. This is all from Quinn's or the Legacy of the Dragonboard Light plugins patches. Okay, don't worry about that for now. It's not going to affect anything. We're just going to check the NPCs. So let's go in game. Let me minimize the guides. Let me sort of minimize this. I want to see if I have anything behind here. So the strip BSAs, you don't need these anymore. You can delete them. Okay, they're gone. Open up MO2. We're going to go to SKSE64. We're going to go in game. Live scene. We're going to go to game capture. And I'm going to run this. It should bring up my game. You guys should see it in about a minute. How confusing did that seem? Because it took me even now, you saw how slow I went through that. People that have been doing it for a while, they could probably do it with their eyes closed. But we'll go to a couple holds. We'll check some NPCs out just to see what they look like. These are the ones that I normally use. I used them all before, but not with the merge. But that is kind of loud there. And I don't have a loading screen or anything here. Who do I have today? Mike Oxmal. We'll just continue from my last one here. My LODs are going to look like crap as well, just because I don't have anything generated. I'm just warning you guys ahead of time. We'll go to, I think I should be close to Riverwood. We'll go to Riverwood first and take a look. Actually, my LODs don't look that bad. I mean, they're vanilla, you can see, but they don't look terrible. You can see flickering and stuff like that, but I don't have any lighting or anything like that installed either. Let me TGM just in case. You never know. So yeah, so stuff like, you see how the landscape, like the grass is half, yeah, see now it's starting to, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's the issue I'm having. Seeing it retreat? But if you look across where it is, see the grass there right in the center? Now watch, as I'm going to get really close. This is unrelated, by the way. See how it looks crappy from this angle? When I get closer, see it populating? Even when I was generating my LODs, right? It was doing that to me. I'm also looking for other things here while I'm doing this, by the way. This is also sort of a base game test. Just to see. Alright, wow. We're not the roguish adventure that we normally are, but let's we'll head to Riverwood. And then once we get here, we will COC. No, I don't have the Grove or anything like that installed.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain.
Now you can see Sven, right?
It flew right over the barrel.
Hilde.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother.
See how she look like.
If you keep on like
Sven
this,
looks
you'll
pretty
have
good. He
to-
actually looks, you know, pretty decent.
And I've got
This
better things
is
to do.
Girder.
Warriors from Hammerfen? They've got... Huh?
Not bad, huh?
It'll kill us all if
This
we
is
don't
Feindal.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. Maybe.
Some of them are more pronounced than others, based because I like I said, I'm basically merged all of those NPCs together. The women are always going to look better than the men. That's just how it is. Sigrid. I mean, Alvor's a lucky man. That's all I can say. Let's take a look at Alvor. See if he's any different. No, he's a blacksmith, so of course he's going to look a little dirty.
We get visitors in Riverwood.
See that? I mean, he's a blacksmith. That makes sense. That's immersive to me. He also has the beards. I mean, it does look different than his hair, but, you know. He looks good. Oh, I did add the mod where it zooms in when you talk to them.
Whatever you need.
I don't know if you guys like that or not.
Smear if it's simple and strong. I can forge it.
Yeah, Rooster, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Saw how that grass fade? Diversity changes him. I don't mind him like this. I like him like this with the dirt on his face. He actually does. I mean, he's a rugged, good-looking Nordic man. He's a blacksmith. I mean, he actually looks kind of pretty for a blacksmith, but you know, he looks good.
All right.
Let's go take a look at what was it, Camilla and Lucan. And then we'll go over to Whiterun. We'll take a look over there. If you guys want me to,
has to do something.
yeah, we'll go to Solitude too.
Adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
What's up, Camilla?
What are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a
Yeah, customer. Yeah.
Sorry you had to hear that.
You're not... I came here from the Imperial Prop.
Oh, so she won't zoom in.
Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
So you can see their house is pretty bare though.
I came to Skyrim looking for a better life.
Okay. Who else in town? I think Delphine. I don't have any of the kids mods on yet, so they're all gonna look like little fucking potato heads. Embry,
Money, do I?
town drunk. He looks decent. You know,
What are you staring at?
not much. My moss buckets. And then, oh yeah, Sven, we've already.
Thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him.
Yeah, he's supposed to look pretty, so, you know. Let's see who else is in here. I don't have TPOS lit up either, so.
Staunch protectors.
Yep, Ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure.
Everybody's favorite female, Delphine.
Come on
You're
in.
that visitor been poking around.
Warm drinks and warm beds.
She doesn't actually look that bad. She's still a bitch, but, you know, she's got the scars. You know. And I made them, like, if there was, like, a current age or, like, a younger age, or, like, it said, like, elderly was, like, the other choice. So I made them look, you know, better. Because they match, so.
We got rooms and food.
Let's, what is it? COC. COC Whiterun exterior. I think this puts me up at the stables, maybe? Somewhere? No, it shouldn't affect your followers, Red. And I forgot to change my settings for, what was it? The damage mod that I have.
Need a ride?
Let's see, Bjorlin. Looks a little bit better. Where's, was it Skolvar?
Got the fleetest steeds and all. Man like you needs a war horse, I reckon.
You can see already, you know?
Ride strong.
And then who's this? Ayla.
That's taken care of. No thanks to you.
Not too bad. Apparently wigs doesn't work with all of them. I think that's more of the armor than it is with her hair, but you can see I can no longer, with the mod that lets you zoom in, she's going to be centered. This is going to be what they consider ideal, so I can no longer, you know, oops, navigate off the screen. But she doesn't look that bad.
Alright.
Let's see if there's any of the other companions that are around here. Ah, there's the giant. Right there. Well, alright then. Just dragged them all that way. Ah, here they come. We got Farkas and Rhea.
Well, that's taken care of.
Rhea.
With us, and you'll have stories to tell. Come up to your Vasker if you're worth anything in a fight.
And where's Farkas here?
Thinking I need to train some more.
You can see he's a little bit different in the eyes. It's a lot more structured. Like his jawline seems more defined, the nose, the eyebrows. It almost gives me sort of like, if I look at him quick, aside from his armor being completely freaking badass, and I kind of want to be a werewolf now, I get a very like Eastern culture vibe from him, with the eyebrows, the hair, I guess the beard, sort of to a point, you know.
Until next time.
Skyforge, some of the best. Let's go inside. We'll take a look. Even Jervar didn't.
Need a horse? Talk to my father.
What the hell are you staring at, buddy? We're going inside. Now my character should look like dog shit. I mean, he doesn't look bad, but you know. Yeah, he's Joe Every Nord. So we'll go inside, take a look at some of the NPCs. So this is what this does. Some things are going to look out of place, some of the vegetation. I do have to figure out the grass, and yeah, I haven't touched that yet. Guards are going to stop me. Yeah.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about.
Halt!
Official business
Scum! I forget what they say. Yeah, persuade him.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
So the cloaks, I have 2 cloaks mods, and I want to see if they're...
Was trouble in Whiterun and I'll
Yeah, there we go.
Dragon's Reach dungeon myself.
And I think this, I know Eclipse, okay, let's just ignore the clipping. That's a proper Whiterun cloak for a guard. Combined with the guard armor overhaul, what do you guys think? Was it TMM1 to unlock all map markers? Oh yeah, that's right. Stop right there, criminal. That's it. Yep. Who's this? Oh, Lilith. Okay. We'll go inside. So the real test is going to be the college. I didn't add Obscures in yet. I'm sticking with Obscures College because I like it so much more than Immersive College of Winterhold. So much more. I don't know why this is. I just do. Now you can see some of the guards have the cloaks from Cloaks of Skyrim. Some of them don't. Some of them have the Nordic. As you can see, Idleoff has one.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own.
Adrienne.
Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
They all look fantastic, don't they?
Sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would
I
never
work
make
with
steel
my
for
mother.
the Legion.
Sell fruits and vegetables.
Have it
Out of the way, kid. I'm ogling.
But don't expect a miracle.
I mean, even the men, too. The beard. I love the cloaks, by the way. Kind of wish it was a little more flowy, but, you know, what can you do? Who else can we see here? This is Sigurd, right?
I work for Bellathor. Come by Don't mean to be rude, but I'm too busy to talk right now. What can I do for you?
Nothing, you can go away. Let's see if John Battleborn's still got that ugly mug on his face. Yep.
Well met, kinsman. Well met, kinsman. What brings you to Whiterun?
Oh, God.
May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
I mean, I'm sorry I asked.
Isolda?
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the band.
Hell yeah. Then Olfina?
What's the matter? You can't
Do you get
stand
to the
the sight
Cloud
of a
District
strong
very
Lord
often?
woman.
Looks like she's got giving me the stink eye.
The
course you
Greymanes
don't.
and Battleborns got along.
Oh,
Ever since the war
I
started,
actually advised
they've
the
had each
Jarl.
other's
Ah,
backs.
good thing.
No handout.
Dazim still looks like an asshole. I'm cool about that.
Come to chat with an old woman?
Nope. Carlotta?
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Straight from the fields and orchards of Whiterun to your table.
Awesome.
Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
No guards, please.
Look, come back tomorrow, okay?
Let's see.
If I have anything left,
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Yeah, they all look good.
Good hunting.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you.
There's Lil or Frilia.
For sale. All
You can see the Oblivion, like it's, you get that Oblivion feel with this. I freaking love it.
take care of yourself now.
Let's go see Bellathor. That looks proper.
Trouble in Whiterun. And
Now he's got a regular cloak. Okay, we're okay with that. Kill it. Hey, here we go.
Everything's for sale. I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell.
He looks better too. Look at him.
Yeah, that's
God damn, that little guy. I'm coming back for that.
You just let me know what you need.
No, just want to increase my speech.
I am
And then
impeccable.
GTFO. I do too. Ooh, the father's here. Let's take a look.
Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Ulfred, he looks completely different. Look at
What
him.
of my son? What of Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Totally different.
Your son chose his side and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
Alright, let's go in the Bannered Mare real quick. Since we do spend a lot of time in Whiterun, I want to show off as many of the Whiterun NPCs as I can.
This is a local favorite.
It seems to be the central hub here. Hulda, how are you?
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
I would wife them all in a
Need anything
heartbeat.
else? Just let me know.
Uthgerd?
Want to hear a little Lord wisdom? You don't really know a woman until you've had a strong drink and a fist.
I absolutely love her hair. She's got the scars on her face as well.
Good. Chat time's over.
Yeah, chat time is over. But I mean, she looks so much better now compared. That haircut just, it suits her. Freaking suits her. We got Sadia.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. Now please.
No more questions.
When is ugly red?
Oh boy.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail.
Oh, this is gonna make my play so much better with these guys.
Some parting advice?
Oh, that's awesome. Sinmir,
Heard there were wolves on the road.
I don't think you,
Another quiet day.
I know you take over as captain. Who are we missing? Who's this?
If you need more from
Elithor.
speak to Hulda.
Oh, he's,
All right.
anybody in here? I think that's pretty much everybody in here. We'll go take a look at, Balgruuf and Irleth, and then we'll make our way to Solitude.
What's the matter?
We got Danica here. Hold on, let's check out Danica. Hey!
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fella who wrote that cookbook.
Not bad, huh?
Grace
She,
of
she
the
looks
North
right. Got Brenowyn,
There's a
Brigitte, Battleborn.
can't neither magic nor the passing of time.
They feel alive, you know?
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
Oh, where's everybody's favorite heretic? I'm scared. Yeah, he, I've noticed the people with the hoods, they kinda, it's a little hard to see, but you could tell he looks different.
And what does the Empire do?
Go up and see, Yorland. Right? See what Conan looks like.
Got a lot of steel to shape.
That's a Nord right there, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Just a Skyforge steel sword. Alright. Nope. Don't have my vampiric jump. Who else are we looking for? Amrin and
Mister, could you
I
spare
know
a
your
coin?
family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
Come to chat with an old woman, isn't it?
I can't
Do
stop
your
now.
good deed for the day.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit
So
you.
you're willing to
Right
stop?
then. I just need to
wanna
hire
go
one,
home
maybe
and
two
read.
good men. You won't stop.
I'll put it plain. You and
yeah, it does. His face seems a little more harsh. Uthgerd I was impressed with.
Cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself.
Ain't nobody
Both the
hiding
cleaning
out
crew
in
here.
these halls except in the Jarl.
So she's got the
Don't
scarf.
forget.
Yana.
Brigands, I
Does he have one of the new cloaks?
Dragons?
Yep.
World's gone mad, I say. Staying safe.
Yeah, he's got one of the new cloaks. So they're gonna be mixed in.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment.
Come to drag. It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passion.
Oh, see, it doesn't make them stand up. That's the only problem.
For my books.
What's
And
the
my
meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors. Well, that explains explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. They really want to speak to you personally. And what might you need, hmm?
So it zooms in a little bit, but you know. Proventus looks the same. Balgruuf.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
And Jay's circlet. That's what you're seeing up there with the gemstones.
Irileth was right. I serve Jarl now as steward.
Where's Shrangar? He's the only other one I want to see.
All this standing around. I'm not a man. I'm a weapon in human form. Just unsheath me and point
Okay.
me at the enemy.
Yeah. I think that's one. Yeah, Irileth looks beautiful. I'm sure Janassa also looks pretty good too. She's usually one of the ones that gets a really nice makeover. She doesn't look bad vanilla either. Just let things load in. I stayed with Obsidian and Ominous.
You've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Ricker. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rogvir.
We have to switch some things around or tweak some many settings. I'm getting great FPS. It's just the game feels a little off to me. Let's see.
Position. Where you need to go. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Traitor! You betrayed us!
Let's take a look at some of these here. Vet's son. Sorex. There's Vivian. There's Advar. We showed this off, but there's Tari. She's one of the sisters that everybody wants to murder. Greta. The set.
Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Okay, we've already seen this scene played out a million times.
Oh, hello. Do you need something?
Oh, Lorna's with Dragonborn. I'm not going to spoil that for you since you guys haven't seen that yet, or some of you haven't seen it yet. There's Henry, that's your kid. Where are we going? Let's go up here. Let's go see Tullius. And Ricka.
What do you need?
Yeah, Metal Saber's in there. Rooster, yep. How's Rockfield look?
I'm telling you.
He's gonna look dead.
Planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He does need something.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion. Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to...
Even this facial expressions and everything too with this. This is amazing.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping...
I wonder if that'll take away from gameplay. I'm curious to what you guys think about that. Having me zoom in. Oh, there's Atar.
You stay out of trouble now.
You have two of them? You're holding one. And you've got a second one. I'm gonna stay out of your way.
I'm waiting.
The elf outside Whiterun, the elf woman in the field. The metal saber. Okay. Look at that.
drinking ski
This
with
Aldous.
warm beds and cold mead. You look like you could use both.
Come on now. I want those arrows dead centers. The lives of your
Oh my
forces-
God.
I'm afraid I'm running errands. at the
Roland.
moment, but please visit me later.
Going to a pajama party there, buddy? That's, we're gonna ignore that. This is something I want to see.
I'm telling you, I heard it. They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages and barriers. No.
Here you go, Rooster. With the lanterns and all, buddy. You've probably already seen it in your own game, right?
Blessings to you. The divines are listening.
So what do you guys think?
Remind us of our place.
Get out of the way, Solana.
The divines saved me from the streets, and they can save you from your trials as well. Let us walk in the steps of the divines.
Add Senator. And of course, the one, missing one for Talos.
May the divines guide and keep you.
Kinnereth.
May you be saved by the divines, as I once was.
They look okay, don't they, Rooster? I'm really impressed. But as soon as you showed me that link, I'm like, this is going in my game. Even if it's just for here, but I took the full one, so I don't know if it pops up somewhere else. I'd like it to. You want to see Metal Sabers? Where'd you say that was? Whiterun, right? Let's see. Pledge's Farm outside Whiterun, the elf. Oh yeah, that's what's her name? Can't think of her name. Damn giant, okay. So, still testing things out here. It doesn't feel... I'm moving the mouse so slow. I might have to adjust the mouse sensitivity.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Needs... Yes. Oh, did you need something?
Need something?
Cloth. So where's this now?
Need something?
So the Pelagia farm. Do you mean the other? I'm trying to think of where the orc is. Oh, that's what you're talking about. I'm trying to find... I want to go to one of the orc strongholds. So this is what I have so far, guys, for mods. As you can see, I want to wait till morning. I want to see Morning Fog's mod. So we're going to wait a couple hours here just to see. And I'm going to purposely stand right about here. I'm going to stand a little further up. Alright. So we're going to do 8 hours. Alright. I wonder if it's only certain places. Let's wait till 6. I have no water mod on, by the way. Realistic water 2s or textures. I got nothing. It's all vanilla water. It just feels when I move my mouse. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's almost like the sensitivity is adjusted, but it's making me nauseous to see. It's the first time I've ever done that, even in third person, right? I wonder. Depth of field is off, right? Shit, that might be it. No, depth of field is on. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I might have. Well, let's get out of. Well, here, we'll try one more place. Let me see here. Oh, the college. This is the true test. If Feralda's face is foobarred, then I messed up and I did something wrong. That's usually a telltale sign. If she's good, usually everybody else is good. Oh, we're already up here. Awesome. Ooh. I don't have Obscure's College yet. I do have Winterhold Restored. But this is vanilla. That actually, wow, that doesn't look bad. I mean, that looks kind of meh. But, let's see. Fingers crossed.
Greetings. Welcome to the College of Winterhold. Welcome to the College of Winterhold. I am Feralda.
What do you guys think of Feralda?
I trust you found your journey to Winter. Now, I must advise you that if your only purpose in being here is to complain, you would be far better off speaking with the Jarl of Winterhold. If, however, you seek something more, I will be happy to assist you.
Not bad for a high elf. Damn.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way
Yeah, the way is dangerous and
not open.
You shall not gain entry.
I'm gaining entry. I'm more of a mage than you'll ever be. Fix your bridge. I can walk through walls. Let's see Mirabelle. She's got her hood on too, though.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
This Ancano. Yeah, they all look good. Let's go take a look at Urag and the Arcanium. This should all still be vanilla, except for Noble and Chantry, which I am very impressed with. Look at that. Hey Rooster, if you're watching that, was that always there, or was that part of that murals mod? Because I don't remember that being up there. Even the steps, look at that. I kind of want to, it makes me want to sneak. Damn, it looks good.
I'm positive whatever I require will be revealed to me on its own in due time.
So, you don't need anything then?
Oh, my dear Urag, you're trying so
I don't want to
hard
see you
help.
treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Disappointed is not the word I would use, Colette.
Let's call it.
You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study?
Nope.
Don't you?
Don't I? This might break it, so. Didn't do the quest. Let's just see. It may crash, it may not. Oh, don't mind if I do. I will officially be the Archmage. Yeah, looks good at me, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, you know, hey, if you're going to leave some your boots laying around, fine mage boots. Don't want those. We want the good ones. See how good we look. Aside from those ridiculous clothes, take those fur bracers off, yeah. There we go. Proper mage. Archmage. Where is the Archmage? Maybe he doesn't populate until you do the quest. Alright, doesn't matter. Anyway, let me quit out of here real quick. Quit. Desktop. Okay. So that looks good. NPCs all seemed like they worked pretty good. Some of them look better than others. The ones I said I was using again, everything from Windsong all the way down to Valerica is added into that NPC merge patch that we did. So, Rooster, I did it right. Thank you so much for being patient with me with all this. Big props to Rooster. He's basically helped me out with all of this, the entire thing, multiple times because I pestered the crap out of him because I always messed it up in the beginning. Especially Z-Edit. Z-Edit, I didn't quite understand it at all. And he made it pretty easy for me to understand, finally. It takes me a little while to learn stuff, but let's see here. Where was I going? Oh. So yeah, the two things you're going to want, Cathedral Assets Optimizers. I have a CAO. You're going to want Z-Edit. And you're going to want to run them as executables. But you could use as many or as little as you like. You're gonna want to follow some type of setup to know like which ones are gonna override the other ones, and then of course, you know, move them up and down as necessary. If you look at the file tree for the merge patch here, it's the ESP. You want the, what are they, meshes, textures. Alright, so no, it is all packaged together, so you can't even see that. Okay, that's fine. It is what it is. No conflicts with it. Yep. We're good. So if there's other mods too, like these are some of the most popular ones. They're on both the guides. You know, Nordic Skyrim has a lot of them here. Uh, yeah, Metal Sabers, Orcs of Skyrim. Except for the ones from Bajin, he didn't touch. Let's see what the Yash guide has. We'll have to get out of here. Because I'm in the tools section. What are we looking for? Appearance? So some of the NPCs, I believe it said it requires KS hairdo. I think KS is its A pack contains 755 total styles, 79 for men, 696 for women. You are going to need both. This used to be one mod by itself. It is now two. See, old file. 653. I would check the change log, but that's a lot. This is just the female hairs right here. 770. The males are 85. That's a lot. Let's see what else. Over 100 characters from interesting NPCs. So these are NPCs from overhauls. Okay, so I'm a little ahead of myself here. So this is the main thing you need to do. For me, it was also the hardest part. Figuring out what to do with Windsong, what you need to hide. But it saves you on your plugins, which is fantastic. You could add a couple more mods. You could add a lot more mods. You're not limited to running just one. I used to run just the base Windsong, and I didn't do anything else with it. I never, knew what the cleanup script was. I saw it on here, but I never used it. I would just run Windsong, and maybe a skin texture for whatever I was running. One for the guys, one for the girls. Hair, eyes, beards, brows, basic stuff. Eyes. I think I said eyes. Vampire eyes. But the rest of my NPCs were kind of shitty. Except for the kids. The kids I usually run, the kids are alright. Since RS Children and the unofficial patch seem to give you the infinite loading screen. Unless that's been fixed. RS Kids is still broken. So TKAA. So I wanted to use Men of Winter. And I usually just stuck with Men of Winter and Pandorables for a long time. I still ran into issues. This way is so much better. It's cleaner once you're finished with it. You have one merge patch here. Yes, on your mod list, you still have everything here. And yes, these are still they're unticked, but they're still here visible, so you could see what priority they are. But at the same time, they don't take up anything. We go, right? Nothing here. Nothing here. 65, 66 for the hunter's gears, which I have. Then you got nothing here till 67, which is aesthetic Elisif. No, metal sabers are before, I believe. But I wanted the Bajin stuff to take priority. Like I basically just followed that guide to a T. Oh, wind, did you? I wasn't sure if you were just kind of like hanging out list or watching. Did you just get out of work? Let me grab my drink real quick. I had my drink here. Hold on one second, guys. Give me a sec. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll go over real quick just to kind of show you. When I wasn't sure if you were, I'm sorry, I wasn't sure if you were just kind of creeping around. Basically what we did is we merged all of my NPC overhauls, starting from Windsong all the way down to Valerica. So Men of Winter, Metal Sables, Beautiful Orcs, Fresh Faces, Ordinary Women, Improved Bards, Pandorables, Dawnguard, Bajin War Maidens, Bajin NPCs, Bajin Wives, Serranaholic, and Valerica. If you'll notice here in the right pane, everything that I mentioned, aside from the Hunter's Gears, ignore that, is now ticked, and I have a NPC merge patch at the bottom. It's on the Yash guide, so I'll give it to you as a reference here. What you're going to want to do is go to Nexus, type in Yash guide, pull it up. It's mod number 23894. Gonna look like this, right? You don't have to go to the files, ignore that. It's all in the description here. Right? You're gonna want to scroll to where it says, well, first of all, let me see, preparation. So you're gonna want to click on basic tools because you are gonna need a couple tools. You're gonna need something called Z-Edit, which can be found right here. Z-Edit, if you open the link, it's on GitHub. It's this right here. You're going to want to see this alpha release. You're going to want to go down to the assets here. This top one, portable X64 .7z. Okay. Download that manually. Put it in your modding tools folder. Okay. The next one you're going to need is Cathedral Assets Optimizer, CAO. I have a version of that on my desktop here. But you're going to run it from Mod Organizer. You're going to run both of these from Mod Organizer from your executables window here, from this tab here. So you're going to add them in like normal. You can click on Modify Executables, add them in. So for Z-Edit, it's going to be your modding folder. The X64, the portable X64 zedit.exe. Use its icon because it's kind of cool looking. And then the same thing for Cathedral Assets Optimizer. You're going to want to add it. Also in my mods tool folder, the assets optimizer.exe. Download both those manually. You're going to want to open up the Yash guide. Let me get out of here first real quick. You're going to want to go down to, where is it? Physical appearance and NPC overhauls. The Nordic guide has it too, right? Starting with here, all in one. It's basically under the tab, physical appearance, and then it goes follows. You're going to show this, okay? You're going to need, at the bare minimum, KS hairs for men and women. Oh, so you have Z-Edit? Okay. Where did I get... Rooster, if you're still here, do you have a link for Cathedral Assets? Is it on... Hold on, let me see here. I believe it is. Wow. I think it's there it is, okay. Assets Optimizer. It's for Special Edition. So you can get it right from the Nexus here. Here's the link. There should be a manual download. That's what I did. Make a backup. It tells you what it does. Read the description. And then, so the Yash guide only has KS hairs and immersive KS hairdos. You can have other hairs too. Basically, what we did is we started with Windsong. You're going to also download the Wiko cleanup script, which is this. You're going to go to Files. You're going to want the stripped BSA for default. Manually download this. Okay. You're going to want to delete. Well, what I did is I hid because I was nervous to delete everything up front, right? So I hid everything except for immersive characters.bsa. You're going to add the cleanup script manually to this file tree. So what that's going to look like is this. Let me just minimize MO2. Let me show you. Now my Wiko already has it. But I can take this here, right? You're going to extract it. You're going to want this BSA. And all you're going to do is, oops. Oh, well, you could do it in, where is it? Close. Open Mod Explorer. You're basically going to put it in here. So you want the two ESP files, immersive characters, immersive people, and then the meshes and textures. Everything else, I can get rid of the meta any. I have the Wild Hunt stuff just because I want this, those weapons and armor. Other than that, you don't need these. Then what it tells you to do is run them through Assets Optimizer. So it's going to look like this. I'm not going to run it because, well, here, I'll start it, but I won't go through with anything. See how it's got Wiko immersive character. Once you have that BSA in there and everything else deleted, you're going to hit run. You're going to let it do its thing. You're going to close it down. Okay. I'm going to close this down. Then what Wiko is going to show you is it's going to have a couple backup files for characters and people. You could delete the backups. All you want are the meshes and textures. You're also going to have to go to meshes, hide armors, hide clothes, hide DLC01. This stuff will be here if you selected the Witcher stuff. If you didn't select it, that will be it. But because my vampire uses this as his starting and almost mid-game armors, I kept them in. So after that, it's picking which ones you want from this list. The men are basically the men of winter, along with a couple other ones from, like, you know, metal sabers, some of the orcs, obviously. Fresh faces, ordinary women. Improved bards, says male and female. Pandorables, Bidjin. We basically combined all of these. Let me see. And we did that with Z-Edit. So what I did was we ran Z-Edit like this, and I'll go real quick. You're going to want to click on this just to make sure that you have both versions and make sure the pathing is correct. I'm going to close this down because this is special edition. Yours should have the multicolored icon. You're going to drop down to Z merge, right? Hit start session. Now see, mine's up to date. See, my last build was today, 9:14, about an hour ago. You're gonna hit create merge. I'm gonna do this now, but I'm gonna delete it. Okay. It's gonna pop this little screen up here. Hey Crimson, what's going on? What you're gonna do first is you're gonna take this. You're gonna rename it whatever you like. Obviously, you could see my one that I did earlier today was npc underscore merge underscore patch. It shows up as that plus ESP. Like if I want to name this my npc merge, it shows up as my npc merge.esp. But you don't want to hit OK yet. You want to go to your plugins. This is where the fun happens. This is where you get to select everything. So it's got everything loaded that you've got already. So for what we were doing here was you're going to select everything that you want to merge together to save ESP space, save plugin space. So for me, it was Wicco, characters, people, the Wild Hunt gears I left off. I ticked Men of Winter. I ticked Metal Sabers. I ticked Fresh Faces, Ordinary Women, all of them up to Valerica. And Serana and Valerica come from Seranaholic. Everything else I left alone, I hit OK. And then I hit build. And it basically did its thing. It built a file. When the file finishes, you just X out of here. You're good. You're not going to see this NPC merge patch. It's not going to be here. What you're going to do is you're going to go up. You're going to refresh it. Once it refreshes it, this will populate unchecked. These will already be unchecked. The ones that you're using will already be unchecked, which is fine. You could obviously see here they're missing, which is fine. That's exactly what you want. The NPC merge patch you want down below. You're also going to see files in your overwrite. Don't worry about this. This is just the edit backups. There goes my headset again. Apologies, guys. You could delete that. So if I hit loot, I shouldn't get any errors. I have 3 warnings, which I had before. I have 35 messages. This is because I don't have any plugins. But the main thing is I started with 133 active plugins. I lowered it down to 119, and then with the merge patch, it obviously increases it by 1 because it does put the NPC merge patch in the right side of, like the right pane of your MO2 window. So 120 to me is better than 133. That leaves extra space for mods. Plus, it combines all of the NPC overhauls into one mega patch. Yeah, Cathedral Assets being, do I have it up here? Yeah, let's take a look at that. When was this updated again? I think it was, yeah, the 4th this year. So what's that, 10 days ago? Yeah, 10 days ago it was updated. Supported. No, I'm only using I use the main Metal Sabers rooster. Yeah, Wind, you can absolutely go back. Once this is back up, I'm sorry I tried to go over as best I could. Basically what would happen if I tried to create another one. Knowing my luck, something would get corrupted. But you know your way around a computer. At least as well as I do, probably a little bit better. It's really just going to the Yash guide and following the steps here. It tells you what to do. especially this part for Wicco. Wicco, this is the most confusing part here. If you decide to use this mod, which you should, this should be your base. This does 700 NPCs over, right? Wicco should be your base. The cleanup script, easy to install. Make sure you hide in the meshes in the file tree. Armors, clothes, DLCL1. And then from there, it is picking which ones you want to use. I selected all of them except for Takata Elisif because I picked, let's go to Nordic, Aesthetic Elisif, which should be this one here, this picture. She looks like this. It's quite a fantastic mod, actually. That's what she looks like. She looks good. She looked decent in the base game. You could see like the sadness in her eyes. I mean, to me, it looks like that way anyway. Her husband obviously being killed. This is from the main game page. She looks good. Just, you know. Anyway. Yeah, let me do this. Let me go back in game real quick. Just to show you. And I'll COC around a little bit. We'll go to Whiterun. Just to show you. Might take a little second for mine to load up. Yeah, I think you can pick and choose specific NPCs. If you're asking me how I know how that works here, doing it like this, I would assume it's the same way as long as you have an ESP file. Or at least the file structure. Let's start in the Hall of the Elements here. We'll work our way backwards. We'll see some of the college NPCs. The college window in the College of Winterhold. It's not actually there, Red? Ah, okay.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Oh, you put your hood on.
Day-to-day operations are my responsibility, which means if you become
Never knew. Are you of...
I don't care to talk to you.
I shall be watching.
Alright. I don't have any college mods on, aside from the Chantry. It's all vanilla. Oh, bastard. Well. Open says me. Because I forgot to open it last time. I do get to see Feralda here.
No. Is there some way I can assist you?
So you can kind of see what I mean, Wind, right? Like, I mean, she's an Altmer, she's a high elf. She looks damn good.
Until next time.
I mean, even the robes, and I'd even add certain robe mods in.
Winterhold belongs to Skyrim, not the Imperial's own mages.
So this is, I still got the sign issue with the 3D signs, and this one in particular. It's the double post. It is what it is. I'm not worried about it. But you can see the cloaks from Nordic. Some of them have it, some of them have the ones from Skyrim. Cloaks of Skyrim.
How can I help a brother Nord?
Well, I am a brother Nord. Let's take a look at the Frozen Hearth real quick. Yeah, that was Feralda. To be honest, it's whatever mod altars are.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can.
And I don't have any of the kids mods in, so they all look like freaking potatoes.
I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why people have a problem with your college.
You can see Nellikar, right?
I don't deal with any college applicants these days, so don't bother asking.
We are going to. There's probably another interior one. I think like the Temple of Kinnereth had one, but yeah, like I said, it's when you read the descriptions of which ones do which, you just set the priority that you want them in. What time is it? 8:41 in the morning. Okay. Ooh, the Khajiits. I don't think I have any Khajiit mods on necessarily.
Khajiita's wares. Warm sands, friend.
Oh, I didn't get the hair fix either. That's what that is.
May your road lead you to warm sands. We are creatures of the desert. The road makes this one weary.
And then, of course, you could see the Whiterun guards.
Citizen.
Cloaks. Doesn't have one roll. Yeah, my sweet roll. My sweet roll. Go to live chat here. Surprised my stream held up today. It's usually giving me trouble. Now I already did this scene here, but I'll show you some of the NPCs. So.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance.
So who else can we check out here? We got Sigurd here.
Don't mean to be rude, but I'm too busy to talk right now.
No, you're not too busy to talk.
Need something?
You're still pretty ugly. You're not quite as ugly as poor old John, who's now in hiding apparently. Isolde.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
Nice, you do that.
Finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Honoria?
Good hunting.
Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good deed for the day.
Oh, it took years, but I earned my way to the top.
Yeah.
I own Chilfaro Farm, you see.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Straight from the fields and orchards of Whiterun to your table.
How can I help a brother know?
Fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
So like I said, you guys can kind of see what does what. I like the fact that I have them all combined.
It's a
So
shame.
I'm running.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. Right then.
Ooh, we didn't check the companions out. We only saw a couple of them, right? Let's go in your Vasker and see. They're all gonna be fight. They're gonna be doing their thing here. Yeah, let's two at it.
Keep your balance.
If you wish to hunt with me,
Get
your
Ayla.
feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker. Get him! Kill him!
There's Brill.
Going to enjoy killing.
And then Vignar Greymane.
Until next time.
Pay attention. You could learn something. Yeah.
A fight.
There's Skewer.
This is a place for warriors, new blood. What brings you here?
He looks pretty good too. Look how badass he looks. Damn. Whew.
All right then.
I'm messing with him.
What now?
Chick's a little less intimidating. Where is
Chill in the air. He smears beard, it gets colder in here every day.
That's just you getting skinnier every day. You're losing your batting.
back to the living quarters. Where was Farkas there? Here's Rhea again.
Good morning.
She does look pretty good, right?
All right then.
Who else is in here? Guess the rest of the guys are either outside. Let's take a look. They usually populate in here.
Oh, got more to say?
No, no more. They're all out in the yard. Just hanging out, huh?
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me.
These two look amazing.
Great. Another ambitious visitor. You think you can just wander in here and join us? Until next time.
A stranger comes to our hall.
Like a Codlac, man. Look at that. Combined with that armor. God damn. He looks good. Phew, let's go find Farkas. He's probably out back training. That's usually where he's at. Unless I missed him, of course. Could be possible. Nope, he should be outside training. Yeah, there's Athos.
To what do I owe the honor?
Looks pretty good. He looks really good.
Safe travel.
There you go.
You're new here.
I don't like the new.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, he looks a lot better too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm an Ord too, so he might just be a little bit bigger than me. Anyway, that's all for today, I think. I think I've overstayed my streaming welcome. So yeah, like if you did have any questions, I think it takes a couple hours, or by the next morning, the restream is put back up on my channel. So anybody that needs it can go watch it. I'm gonna start numbering these, or I'm gonna start changing the names. I've realized because when I was doing my story, it was all just continual. Some of these are a little bit different. Now I didn't change the stream name. Where is it here? Or did I? Sorry about that, guys. Nah, it just says modding with Magus. Um, so definitely, yeah, Yash Guide, Nordic Guide, they're very similar. Yashed is a little more detailed in certain areas, but it's Fallwood. It's pretty strict. You can get away with some things here and there, but if it says absolutely needed, required, must have, blah blah blah, yeah, you need it. Nordic, well, it does have a lot that are like that. It's a little more forgiving. So I use mods from both. They will look similar in your mod organizer mod organizer setup, or if you're using Vortex or NMM. Loadout screen should be pretty similar, at least with the NPC section. Now, if you have a body, the body would be separate. Same thing with the skins. I kept the skins separate, and I'm not running a body for men or women. They're vanilla everything. Okay. If I really wanted to get creative, I'd probably run CBBE, and I think Vitruvia has Chris 57's body. I could be wrong. It might be the opposite. There's a ton of options, but that's how to do it. I may do a small write-up on it and pin it in Discord, but I'm not going to do it tonight. Too tired to do that, to type it up. I can barely download the rest of the mods that I need at this point. So, thank you guys. I hope it was informative. Like I said, if you need the reference will definitely be up by tomorrow morning. If not within a couple hours. YouTube's actually been pretty good lately with getting these live streams loaded to the channel. So, and I only showed off a few of them. The rest of the NPCs you see in the game are going to look great. Wicco by itself does a fantastic job, and then just you add in that, everything else here, add that all in. Yeah, your NPCs are covered. What was I using here? Trying to find that UI mod. It should be up at the top here. Alternate conversation camera. This is it. This is the one that lets you zoom in and have the Oblivion style feel. I just saw this today by sheer happenstance. I wasn't even looking for a mod like that. I do have to adjust floating damage to show you how you can adjust an ini file for something that I know I need to change. I saw the damage pop up earlier, so for floating damage, go to ini, and then at the bottom, I know this, but I'm using it as an example because I know I haven't changed this particular mod's ini settings that I need to change for it to work, because I saw like mud crabs fighting slaughterfish far in the distance, and they're not supposed to have those numbers pop up for when you damage them. You know how my character swings his sword and he hits the enemy and you'll see like X amount of damage pop up? Well, right, that's what this is here. So near actors, we want only hostile to be true. We only want our enemies' damage to show up, not everybody's. So we type in true. Okay. The near radius, this is going to be, we want this within 200, not 7,000. The far radius, instead of 8,000, is going to be 1,000. And the list update time stays at 100. So true, 200, 1,000. We hit close. This is going to bring up a prompt to save it. Yes, we're going to save it. So that way when I go back into floating damage and I go into the ini and I scroll to the bottom, it is all saved there. Okay. That's that. There's the conversion camera. Oh, Wind, you're welcome. Anytime. I wish like I said, I wish I thought you were, because I tagged the whole Discord, and then when I saw we had like 8 or 9 people here at one point, I figured you were just kind of hanging back because I'd already started talking for a little bit. Um, didn't realize you weren't in the stream. I would have held off another hour till you got here. I'm just happy that it uploads to YouTube pretty quick. Uh, as far as the setup, yeah, I like that. I like the camera too, Ren. I wasn't sure about it, and I've seen other people use it. I think I remember. God, did General Sam use this or a version of this Legendary Edition on one of his playthroughs? And I remember seeing it, and like the first thing I went is like, oh man, like he's got the camera angle from Oblivion. And then I think it was something else like a Dear Diary style mod that had like all the Oblivion, like the pop-up message boxes, like the sleep wait message boxes, the inventory and spell stuff, the HUD, etc. was all in Oblivion style, right? Looked amazing. I think he was one of the first ones that I ever saw use a mod like this. Just trying to think if there's anything else that I added that's new. I don't think so. And since I don't have Embers HD yet, I have to put this under there. Okay, that's the only other thing. Yeah, I gotta figure out my Bethany settings. So we'll take a look at that now. Since if Rooster's still in here, if he's still in the stream, he could take a look at it. So close mod organizer. Yeah, I have it closed. So my setup is special edition. Basic is, I think I have it on ultra. Disable VSync. And then resolution, I could jack this up to 2560 by 1440 if I wanted to. Mine can handle it, but lock frame rate, keep that unlocked. Recommended tweaks. So, we'll go gameplay. So I think, where is it? Interface. I think this is the section too where the Yash guide had you change your mouse settings. Hey Rooster. So on your Bethany, right? Did you follow Yash's recommendations for your any settings for things? Because I left my mouse default. So when I'm looking around in my game, my FPS is fantastic, but it just kind of feels off, and I think it's because of the sensitivity. It's I can move the mouse. Yeah, it's smooth right back and forth. But when I'm in the game and I'm moving the mouse nice and smooth like this, it feels like I'm going like this, jerk like jerking it a little bit. Giggity. That was a weak ass giggity. Everything else I did, I followed them. Maybe field of view, I changed it back to 80. I think they said 85, but I leave mine at 80. Oh, damn headphones again. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot to use the controller. Well then, you're no help. We'll keep them as is. Let me. I just want to make sure it saves here. General, basic, setup, basic, general. Yeah, we'll leave everything as is. Okay, so that should be fine. No pictures today that I took. Nope, I don't think I have. I had a couple from earlier. I still have to generate the LOD files and do some other stuff. So there's not going to be an actual stream today. I am planning on one. What's tomorrow? Tuesday. Wednesday's Couchware. He made the announcement. I know I tagged the Discord when he did early this morning. Wednesday I'm not going to stream. That's Couchware's data stream. I think I have it up here somewhere. Where is it? Did I put it in Campfire? It's probably all backed up all the way. Or no, I put it in, where was it? Megaphone. So Unpledged this Wednesday. Okay, that's where I'm going to be. Nobody bother me when this starts. Don't tag me for anything. If I get tagged, I'm kicking you. I'm not even joking about that. It's one of the main things. Like if I'm in this particular story, I don't want to be bothered. But I got to keep Discord open just in case if like somebody new comes in, so I got to check them in. So it's the only thing that I'm doing. But that's where I'm going to be Wednesday. So if you guys get a chance, come over to his Discord, right? Sign up. Welcome. I know I have invite links somewhere here. They're pinned. I know I have them pinned. Use me as a reference if you need to. I'm sure Ren will vouch for people that I'll go over to. Same with Wind. Definitely check it out. This new series is amazing. This is amazing. And then if you like it, go back and watch. I have his Ash's Guide, the Lurkon Saga, Viewer's Guide saved. I know I've linked it before, so I just can't sing the praises of Couch Warrior enough. And everybody else on his Discord for that matter. Aside from Nesbit, he's the only other one that I'm patron to. So I don't give people my money if I don't believe in what they do. That's the bottom line. So excellent stuff. A lot of you've already seen it. Anybody here who's new that hasn't, definitely check it out. That's where I'll be Wednesday. So I'll probably do my own tomorrow. We might be ready for episode 1. Any other updates that I may have? Nesbit is working on Riften. So Riften is the next city overhaul. Okay. I've already seen a little bit of it. Riften doesn't have any other overhauls aside from JK's. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Aside from JK's, there aren't really any other quality Riften overhauls that I've seen. There are textures for the base that I've seen. I believe Coat of Paint has one. I don't think Kato's did Riften. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I wasn't a fan of the Kato's mods to begin with. Like Whiterun looked okay, but Riverwood was kind of like a little too. I don't know, it was a little on the brown side for me, considering it was a highly wooded area and there should have been a little more green. But yeah, aside from what JK's adds in there, there's no true overhaul. So now there will be one for Riften. And when it gets ported to console, I'm immediately locking the comments like I had to today with Magic Trees. He tried coming in the Discord. I don't know if you guys know about this. He tried coming in the Discord here in Welcome Tent. I am clueless. So I had a nice conversation with him. And he's banned. And I also IP tracked him. So I IP tracked him when I had the comments open for Morthal, as he clicked on a link that I had on one of the links I put up, and it was an IP tracking link. So don't mess with me. So now I know where he's at in the world. That's all I'm going to say on that subject. I'm sick of the trolls commenting on hard work that goes into everything. From what the mod authors do to people that port do and all the support team. It's a shit ton of work, a shit ton of effort, and some people are just ungrateful little bastards. Yeah, it's all in the welcome to you guys are more than I kept all that up. I didn't take any of that stuff down. But he's banned. He tried reaching out to me. He was a prick on BNet about the stuff. I know Master Zero, stuck up for us, and I appreciate that. I know Sword did. There's a couple other people that, stuck up there in the comments. He was just looking for something. He's basically a stalker of Nesbitt's. He stalks his YouTube. That's why Nesbitt's comments were locked. That's why Nesbitt pulled some of his mods the first time. So, and I had a conversation with him earlier while he's working on Riften, and I told him, I said, listen, if he comments again, I'm gonna wind up locking them. I said, just to, if he can't comment on a page that he wants to comment on, he has no power. So that's basically it. But I found out where he lives, and thanks to the technology of Google Maps, I looked right inside of the window of his home. It was great. Anyway, that's it for me for tonight. Yeah, too much going on at once here. Yash Guide, Nordic Guide. Mod Organizer is down. What am I doing here? I'm not doing anything. Thank you guys. A lot of stuff going on the next couple days. So, I'm just happy to be back streaming. I still have to finish my load order. I've basically been going mod by mod for the most part. Mostly category. I'll finish a category, and then I will go back in game and test, just kind of like you saw me doing. I literally started after I cleaned the Masters, got SKSE, the engine fixes. When I got down to alternate start right here, after I got a lot of my UI stuff and the base stuff, I went in game and tested. Then after audio and some of like the base mods, I tested. Because the lot issue is just driving me absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Let me see here. Grass. What's that looking for here? Water, trees, grass. Yeah. Okay. That's all I got, folks. Enjoy your night. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in Discord. Have a good night. Bye.